Top of the morning to you, everybody. It's been a little bit of a couple of... Oh, it's been a little while now since I decided to make a video. I think I missed one yesterday. Sorry about that, missed Friday's video. Well, what are you going to do, eh? I ain't got any videos to put up, so we'll make one today. I'm doing a little bit of adjustment today in the old back room there. A little bit of adjustment because I've got a very long desk table thing that I made a while back, where I had a little TV on there, and yeah, I had radios that come out here, and then I decided to make it into a bit of an RC room for RC cars and things. I'm not going to do that anymore. So I put the CCTV cameras behind me, the little base station thing for it. I'm going to get a little TV. I need to get one of those little tube TVs, a small little TV, and put that in there. What I'm going to do, I think I'm going to cut it approximately, probably, maybe with this crease. This is where there's a crease in, as a plasterboard joins up, and there's probably some wood 2x4 or something behind there, I would have thought. Oh yeah, there's a bit of wood behind there. So I think I might cut it with that and have it like that. So I get rid of this part and I keep that little part there. So I've got a little bit of table here, and I can put my chair on this side and I can sit facing that way. I think that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. There's no point in me cutting it a bit further on here, because then I won't have any room. This is just temporary, all this stuff, it's just temporary. But if I cut it further on, I won't have any room. So I think if I cut it back here, I've got enough room to sit there with me chair, sit there. There's a freezer, by the way, it's a chest freezer, it's got to stay there because it keeps food in it. So yeah, I'm going to cut it back there, and we'll see what happens. We'll go from there. Ah, look, there's a map. Where's me? There's me. Hello there, United Kingdom. Blimey, eh? Right near Greenland. Blimey. Bit cold over there. See, what I don't understand is you've got USA, but it's Alaska though, maybe that's why. But then you got United States here. I mean, it's not even bloody connected to it. But maybe, I don't know how it works. And I never thought Australia was big. Look at Russia. And they even got a little bit, that skewed off over here, look, Russian. Oh dear. I love looking at the map, not that I have any idea what the hell I'm looking at.
On a theremin, and it sounded incredible. What a moment.
I'm just using this little Bofang GT3 as a radio.
Don't talk about it.
To listen to the music. Just a bit of music, because I've got a radio out in the garage there, but I can't hear it now. I've got the door closed to keep the heating. Blimey. Anyway, so what I've done, got my trusty tape measure and a pencil, marked where I wanted it to be, which was 32 inches from that end, 32 inches, and I marked it off, used my trusty level there to make sure I got a nice straight edge, so that, you know, I get a straight cut. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and cut it with it in place, because the way that I did this, I used, when I done this about 4 or 5 years ago, I didn't, you know, I bodged it up, you know, what do you expect, it's me. So I got some of those and just screwed it to place like that, see. Screwed it under there like that. But then I also put some sealer along there. It's a little bit dirty, I've got to clean it out in there. But I don't want to take it all out. And I've got stuff on it and everything. And so I don't want to take it all out. So I'm going to try and do it in situ. I'm going to use a circular saw, cut as much as I can up until it hits the wall. Then I'll just cut the rest of it with a handsaw, and that'll be alright. That'll be fine. Ain't nothing to worry about. You can get most of it anyway. I've obviously had to unscrew the legs, and I've moved these legs up here. And there's the mark, and there's the legs. So the plan, I've got 2 ideas. I've got to fix the cracks as well, that you can see where this dry weather has somewhat started to ruin. Got cracks under the shelves, we've got cracks forming up there. You can see daylight through them cracks. There's a big crack down there, it goes all the way along behind the freezer. Cracks all on the ceilings, if it'll ever focus, which it won't. There you go. Cracks, cracks, cracks. Yeah, there's a lot of cracks going along. So I've got to sort those out. But anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, 2 plans. I might keep both of these legs, but I think this leg here will be in the way. It'll be a pain in the bum. Pain in the arse, dude, I think. So what I might do, I might put one leg. Just have one leg in the middle. Just have one leg. That should be sufficient, I would say. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to unscrew that and just have one leg. But before I do that, I'm going to cut this first so it gets rid of that extra bit of weight. Because believe it or not, this is a kitchen worktop that I salvaged, and I've got the other half of it in the garage. They're making a shelf, and they're bloody heavy, you know. The extra weight on the end of that is bloody heavy. So I think.
Morning, Steve. Safe landing.
Oh, hello. Got a few boats out there. Yes, I'm going to cut that off, and then I'll put the leg on afterwards. Oakley dokily then. I've cut it off. I had a little bit of a mishap. Oh, it's so funny. I can only cut up to about here with the saw because obviously, you know, it goes without saying the blade stops there. So I stopped there, blah blah. Went to get my handsaw. Now I decided to have a little think to myself about other stuff, you know, blah blah blah. And then I thought, oh, better cut this. So I went around like this, and I leant on this bit, and he went poof. Oh mate, and it went crashing down. I was like, oh well, I ain't got to use my saw anymore, didn't it? The only thing is, it snapped that bit off obviously, because that was the only bit that was holding it. It snapped it off, so I'll just go and get a file or something. I might try and saw it off, just smooth that off so it's like the rest of it is. Oh, that was so funny though. Blimey. Anyway, alright, yeah, I've gone for the single leg option because with this being, it was alright when the table was out there. I never went over there, you know, the legs weren't in the way. But now, having it here, because the plan is to have a little seat here on this side and also have my chair on this end. So I use this end to work on things and this end to chat on the radio. So like I said, that PSU and that's all temporary. I'm just testing a few bits I've got in a job lot and maybe do a video on that another day. So that won't be there, so I'll have a bit more room. So I'll sit here, work on things, you know, and then have a little stool here to sit and chat on the radio. So this leg won't be in the way. It's in enough where it won't hit me legs when I'm sitting there, and it's nice enough. I think that's alright, and it's nice and sturdy. It's not shorter now. Lovely. Just got to level it up, got to get the level, make sure it's standing level, don't be standing on a wonk, do I? And then screw it on, and that'd be fantastic. Now I'll vacuum all this mess up and evacuate all the bits I don't need. Oh yeah, will that be? Oh, that's coming along well, isn't it? Anyway, even though I did fall over. So with that complete, I want to try and make like a little area where I can just plug stuff in easily without having to mess around with the power supply. I mean, it's alright using this little one here, but it's only a 5 to 7 amp. So I had to dig around in the box of bits that I've got, and I've got this, I think I've robbed it of parts at some point. I don't know, maybe a fan or something used to be on there. But it's got loads of connectors on the back of it, see? And all you do is you just plug your banana plugs in the end of there, or you you know, you unscrew them. I mean, I'm sure you lot know how these work. You unscrew there and then you wrap your wire around and you do it back up. So you can do either of that. And I've got plenty of them on there. The only trouble is, the wire that's on it isn't... Oh, and it's got a voltage meter on there, so it says how many volts you got there. It's nice, isn't it? The wire that's on it isn't quite long enough to go all the way around and go to my big power supply here. So, I'm just going to put new wires on it. I've got nice thick wire here, look. That's lovely wire, look at that one. It's a lovely thick wire. And I've got two of these, what would you call them? Fault connectors, or whatever you want to call them, I don't know. I thought, strange, I thought I had, you'd think I would have had an equal amount, but in my little box of them, I only had 3. I don't know what's happened to the odd one. It's very strange. Don't know what's going on there. I've got plenty of banana plugs. Let's see, plugged in. Plenty of good things there. So I know it's no good having thicker wire to feed it if the wires on the inside ain't going to be man enough. But when I made this, you know, it didn't really matter because the wire was the same. So, you know, I'm not going to be drawing massive currents through this. This is just for testing, like plugging a radio in, testing it, seeing what's happening with it. You're not going to be plugging massive amplifiers and things like that to it because there's no point. It all will melt inside. And I've got a little connector block there. That I took off them battery chargers. Remember the battery chargers I did? I took this connector block off. I said it would come in handy. It would come in bloody handy. So I'm probably not going to bother replacing the whole wire. I'll probably just connect that wire to the end of it with a connector block. Have that done. It's just for testing purposes. Low amperage testing. That's what it's for. Nothing big. Because I know some of you are going to go, well, you got big fat wire there, but you got little wires in there, and they're going to melt. They're going to melt. No, they won't, because I'm not going to do anything big for them. And also, just for those of you that may be interested, the fuse that I've got in this is a 35 amp glow, 17.5 continuous. So, you know, you can't draw massive currents from it anyway. Good enough for little things.